Alright, this is a little Labor Day gift to myself, I guess, that I did from Tackle Warehouse. Just some fall fishing stuff. If you saw the screenshot of my cart on Instagram, this is exactly what it is. One item may not have shipped, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Fall time, I like to throw jerk baits. Also, I do some flipping in the fall time as well, before all the lily pads and weeds die off. Which it's fall up here now. I live way up north, so if you live down south, I know fall, can go into like October and stuff. But I don't see anything back ordered. Oh, one thing's back ordered. That's this punch rig that I got, tungsten punch rig. I got the Ganterel Junior right here. Got that on clearance, and plus the 15% off made it a pretty good deal. I always thought they looked nice, but the big thing for me is the cost, and I don't really throw baits that big, but I figured I'd try it out in the fall time. Also got a couple of these rip stops, the Rapala rip stops. This is a 12 size. This is a 9 size. Yeah. And I'll take all these baits out of the package so you can size them up, stuff like that. That's a big thing when you try to buy a bait, you don't know what size it is and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to do that, have it scale next to each other. I got a couple of these too. These are super cheap right now at Tackle Warehouse. They're on clearance for $5 a pop. And I had that Labor Day sale, so they gave me an extra 15% off. This is the 218s right here. These cranks are pretty good. I sand the edge of the bill off, and I'll show you that later. Just because I'm afraid of line rubbing, but I use a pretty thick fluorocarbon leader, and then I also deep crank with braid, which you can see that in different videos as well. Some tungsten weights, you can never have too many. 1/2 ounce, pretty standard size. And then these 6 cents bobber stops as well. I don't know if these are on clearance or not, but they're pretty nice. Actually not bobber stops, they're peg stops, which they work better for the tungsten weights instead of using like the little eagle claw things. So now I'll open them up. This is the Ganterel Junior, which this is kind of a gamble for me, but on the back it gives a bunch of technical features that you can read about. Oh, well, that's wired on there. I don't really buy JDM baits, so this is kind of a surprise to me. So it has a jointed body, 3-piece jointed body. It's not really that heavy. I mean, that's doable on most heavy rods, or like you got a medium heavy crankbait rod that can handle it. Looks like the saltwater resistant hooks. Front one's bigger, you can see there. A couple different line ties as well. There's one in the front here, and it's pivoting too, so that's gonna help not get the fish can get leverage on it and pull hooks out and stuff. It says they're swiveling. That's a big thing. The line tie in the bottom as well. I think that's going to be for like making it a wake bait. It looks like. I'm not really too sure. And then you got a tie in the back, probably for a hook if you want a little stinger hook on there. But it feels like it should cast pretty nice. I don't think there's not no weight transferring at all in there, but whatever. Okay. Thought I had my Garmin on for a second, so. There we go. Yep. Well, that's kind of odd. I'm gonna have to see how the action of that bait is with the middle hook out. Usually I don't use the middle hook, just because I feel like it just ends up in the fish's gills or anywhere else besides its mouth. Well, that doesn't go that deep at all. It doesn't look like. How deep? 3 to 4 feet for this. This is the perch color. This is the number 9 size. It weighs 1/4 ounce. That's the tail. I don't know if you can get close up. I don't know if it's auto zoomed or whatever, but it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's basically looks like a one of the new shadow wrap bodies, but with that little weird tail thing on it. And that's substantially bigger, the 12 compared to the 9. And the sizing is, this is 9 centimeters and this is 12 centimeters. But the weight difference is, I gotta be double. This thing gotta be like 1/2 ounce. Little one's a 1/4 ounce. Yeah, this one's a 1/2 ounce, 4 to 5 feet still. That's perfect. It's gonna be perfect for fall time for walleye and smallmouth. Big fan of those. Also in the springtime. The reishi cranks, I mean, there's not really much to it. I'll open one of them up. These are actually a pretty good stock hooks. I don't trade the hooks out on these. Although now that I deep crank with braid, my hookup percentage is up. Especially when you get really deep, I just let it fly. Big thing you need at that though is you need to have a soft rod to compensate, especially next to the boat. You got a stiff rod and stiff line, you're going to shake so many fish off with treble hooks. A little internal weight. It also has, they cast pretty good. You have to kind of get a good casting motion, or sometimes they tumble, but not too bad. Like I said, stock hooks are pretty decent on here. I use these in clear water, dirty water. They still catch fish. So I just didn't have this color. I think this is the sunburst color they call it. Oh, hot chartreuse shad. But that's, I mean, I like that color. Also, I'm a big fan of the red, especially in the springtime. And worst case scenario, pike hit them, so they're always catch fish. So that's just, like I said, that's a small little unboxing there. But yeah, subscribe, comment below, all that kind of good stuff. This is more of a follow-up from the Instagram thing, so make sure you check out the Instagram. It's Hobie-Wan Kenobi Fishing. It's also going to be, if you go to the About section on the YouTube page, you'll see the little link, the little Instagram thingamajig. So let's hit that. I got a BFS video coming out, just like a little from shore one, and then there'll be a part 2 after that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be going out down like the little ripples and stuff like that, which should be fun. So yeah, subscribe, like, all that kind of good stuff. Thanks.